It's alright, man. Cool. I be going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this, a party wanna come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. First carry for Najee Harris. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now it's Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is indeed good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Jones now. They're bringing a blitz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively. Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than 1 step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time. A good gain again. That's now 41 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carter once more. And able to get this to the 31. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage. And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Complete, it's Dotson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
They'll complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On the counter, it's Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a jet first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are. Touchdown, Jets! Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point, up and go. And the lead grows to 10-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Finding space at the 40. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night,
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Berrios. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, here's the option. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 114 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the right side with Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to have this this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here. When you look at the stats, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was worth it.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Jets, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.